Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back again. As I said earlier in the previous article, we'd be looking at we talked about the first 4 cards in the new ban list for the modern format. I also said the first major tournament would be I'm not sure if it's Pro Tour or if it's a Grand Prix, but it is Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure it's Pro Tour. That's in 3 weeks. You know, either in that or outside of that, these are not predictions, but some viable decks. What I'm going to look at now. I've got a couple in mind to start off with, just to throw things about, some fun decks, maybe not some of the so obvious ones. The first deck that has my interest is All in Red. All in Red's lost Chrome Mox, but apart from that, it hasn't really lost all that much at all. It hasn't lost Rite of Flame, Seething Song, you know, Blood Moon, Magus of the Moon, all this other stuff's still there, so it looks like a quality deck. It can get some really fast starts. Blood Moon is probably the toughest of those to get around. That can be pretty harsh. If you have no removal, maybe a Demigod or a Juice of Calamity, maybe. But who knows? There's so many new creatures out now that it's kind of different to the way it was back then. It doesn't miss much. You do have, is it Dismember, the new, you know, 1 colourless and 2 black, or you pay 2 life and it deals -5/-5, so you have some options there. That'll kill off a Demigod, or won't kill off Juice of Calamity because that's a 6/6, but it'd probably do a lot. Yeah, all in all, All in Red seems like an interesting deck. It seems like it could pose a threat to the format. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's All in Red. You risk a lot. It's a high risk, high return. You know, high risk, high reward. You know, so you put it all out there in the first 2 turns, and you either come up with the goods, or you just make a complete and utter fucking tit out of yourself. But anyway. Next deck, there's going to be 3 of them. One popped to mind was Solarflow. Solarflow was good back in a Ravnica block time spiral standard. Used to play the original incarnation of it, play Compulsives, Signets, Cortazar, because he's a 1/3, he's really hard to get through. He had like a little, he's like a little impulse on legs. You look at the top 3 and put 1 in your hand, put the other 2 on the bottom, was it? And they played, what's of most interest to me is the Kamigawa dragons in the deck, which were really cool back at the time. They played, you know, Kiga the Tide Star, and Yosei the Morning Star, and Coco, everyone remembers him, the big black badass drain life dragon. Good reanimation spells and stuff. The mana fixing would be vastly different to what it is now. You might even still actually play the signets in the deck. Then you might use something else. I'm not sure how that would work out, but they have seemingly a lot of good spells. They have a lot of reach. There's a lot of good cards now that are currently in standard, which may or may not fit into that deck, into the Royal and Preordain and Spell Pierce and numerous other stuff. You could probably, and you wouldn't play Compulsive this time around. That would probably get cut for compulsive research. So yeah, that looks like an interesting deck. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be just complete utter garbage. It might not, you know, be strong enough. But the thing is now is that with all this shit going on, you know, all these bannings, you know, it's really wide open. they've made it quite clear that they don't care if it's too powerful or not. They care about that just as much as the fact that they want, you know, freshness. The power level and, you know, fresh quality format is what they're looking for. You know, it's probably what they should have aimed for with overextended, but I think they've got it right this time around. The other old deck I was thinking about that may or may not have a hit on the format. Again, it could be easily disrupted, but it's more to do with the fun factor of playing the deck. The Swans combo, that used to be really, really good. There's a loop to it. You can hit it with the split second spell, or you can, you know, attack their graveyard in games 2 and 3 to make life pretty difficult for them, but it plays some pretty interesting cards that don't see too much play, like Seismic Assault and Swans of Brian Argyle and the Dredgeland. Can't remember what else the deck used to play, but yeah, it seems pretty fun. Everyone kind of knows, you know, a lot of the, you know, the aggro and mid-range sort of decks, you know, like your Zoos and your Juns and your Bants and all that sort of stuff. Where the real interest, I think, will lie is what sort of combo and control decks will come up. There's some good control decks, yeah, Solar Flare, Blue-Black Control, Grixis, 4 or 5 colour control, you know, and combos, there's plenty of them, but we all already seem to know about the premier, you know, aggro / control aggro decks, you know, like Fairies if they resurface again. Jund usually tends to have a pretty good fix on him. Yeah, it should be really, really interesting. I'll probably do one more video on a couple more decks which I think would be viable, or I'd like to see. Yeah, there's just some ideas putting out there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy the new modern format. It's going to be kick-ass. Yeah, I hope not too many of you got rid of your collection like I did a year ago. I was really, really pissed off when they did it, and I'm glad to see they finally found, you know, the error of their ways and made amends. You know, I think it's going to be really, really good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.